Hi Gajendra, what a great week it has been. Amazing, you guys are really superstars. Thank you so much for your support in the plant-based Navratri campaign. We really worked like a great team. Your team worked very well. Thank you, World Animal Protection. I mean, this was first time we worked together.
I must thank you, Mr. Sethi, and also BBFI for actually organizing this such a wonderful campaign, which actually goes very well with this, the 9 days of Navratri. And I really like the idea of coming with the Navratri se Subharam. I don't think there is a better time for any Indian to start something plant-based in any other day except these Navratri. So I think BBFI really come out with such a great idea, and as you said, it works very well. And it was a great pleasure to working with BBFI and your entire team. And I believe this campaign is one of the first few campaign talking about the plant-based, cruelty-free food. And World Animal Protection is so pleased to be associated with, and we are very much looking forward to continue this association.
You really said it. In fact, we reached out to 2 million people. Can you imagine? 2 million we reached out thanks to our partners like you. I think what made the difference was when Veganuary came on board and when Business World came on board, we knew that, now we are joined by some two huge co-organizers who are much larger organization. Veganuary, is an international campaign which goes in the month of January all over the world. It's in a similar format, but their company is so huge digitally, and that gave us such a big boost. And Business World, is more than 50 years old magazine, a business magazine. Every Indian wants to read that business magazine. And with their support, and with the support of, the leading ladies, leading personalities like Shrimati Menka Gandhi ji and Shri Vanu Gandhi ji, and so many volunteers. PBFI, has volunteers all over India. And not only that, there were so many other partner organizations. There are 71 PBFIA members who supported it, and wholeheartedly. And then there were so many institutions, whether you name it, Delhi Technological University, NIFTEM, you have Institute of Hotel Management, you have CCS, Haryana Agricultural University, Guru Jambheshwar University, KR Mangalam University, SGT University, ISAF Greater Noida. You had Mount Carmel. Can you imagine? The whole campaign started from Mount Carmel College in Bengaluru. And people of tomorrow, they were so supportive. They said, we will set up the best campaign and the best event for plant-based Navratri. And when it happened, there were so many people who were, going over their heels and trying to support. The fervor was so good. And everybody felt that, this is the real Navratri that we are celebrating. It is not just vegetarian Navratri, but also there was a tendency to go and become more and more plant-based. So people were really coming out and they were saying कि हमने तो अब शुभारंभ कर दिया.
Right.
If I was a non-veg eater, I have become veg eater. If I was a veg eater, I have become vegan. So I have started from Navratri. And that meant that organizations or institutions like TDU, Bengaluru, who are at the forefront of the technology, they so much supported in terms of their technology, their extrusion help, and their knowledge about the extrusion technology. We took out their videos, went it on viral. The Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, it was not really getting silent. So many media houses, they really published about it. So may I know from you, what is the meaning of the green dot that the World Animal Protection has started? What exactly the green dot mean?
So, Green Dot is just name of our campaign, which is more focused on reaching out to the consumers to change their behavior from animal protein to plant-based protein. But this is part of our overall food system transformation campaign, in which we are basically working to improve the welfare condition of animals and looking at what the alternative to the animal protein do. And the answer is the plant-based protein, basically. So our vision is basically to make sure that all animals and nature treated respectfully in the food system, and it is sustainable and humane as well. And so World Animal Protection is looking at that, what are the root causes of all this problem which exist around us.
Very good.
And that's where you probably see the two things. One is that the high quantity, low quality production system in when we look at the animal farming and animal production system. And that's what we feel, that this is full of cruelty.
This must be changed.
Right? It must be changed.
Yes.
And the only way to change is to look for
low
the
quantity and high quality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And alternative options, and the plant-based is the one solution. So I think what you are doing and what all your members are doing is something which we really want to happen more in coming days and in future, because that's the future. Plant-based is cruelty-free, it's healthy, and it's free for the good for the environment, and it's good for their own health, people's health. So what else you need? I think that's the best solution. And that's where World Animal Protection very strongly believe that consumers need to make responsible choices when they go and eat something. They need to know what they are eating, from where that product is being sourced, whether it is an animal protein, then do that they actually source it from a high welfare system or something which is unknown. So it's better, if you don't know, to go for plant-based option, which is much more sustainable and humane in nature.
Yes, what a great way you have explained the whole thing. In fact, your team has been so amazing. People like Surbhi and all, they connected so well with our team, Narari, Medha, and I felt that, as if both the teams were working together as one team. I mean, this kind of camaraderie and this kind of cooperation, if we are able to, demonstrate, which we were successfully, we did that over the last week. This is the start of a very new way of bringing a change. You remember the olden days when there was a freedom movement, the kind of fervor which was there in the society. I saw a similar kind of enthusiasm in the campaign in this week, and when we do this, the next part of the campaign in the Navratri, which comes in the month of March, 23rd March to 31st March in 2023. So I'm sure we'll reach out to more institutions. If it was 2 million people now, maybe by that time it will be 4 or 10 or even 20 million. Yes, so one day the whole country and maybe all the Indians who celebrate Navratri all over the world, they will go plant-based.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think you are right, because as we are starting in Navratri, but at the same time we are, this week we also have the World Farm Animal Day on, and also Gandhi Jayanti.
That's what we are celebrating today. Yes,
which is International Non-Violence Day as well. And I think that reminds me a very famous quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and he said that the greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated.
Wonderful.
So I think there is no need for us to give a further explanation that how we treat our animals. And if you look at the intensive farming system which exists today around the world and in our country as well, I think that needs to be changed. And it can be only changed if people move from animal protein to the alternative protein, the plant-based. The less the demand, the less the cruelty. So you are not just helping animals, you are also helping the environment. You're also helping yourself by eating more healthy food. And as you said, probably this association will help us to reach more and more people. And I think that day is not very far when we will see the millions of people in this country coming forward and making choices which is animal friendly, cruelty free, and healthy and environment friendly as well.
One step at a time, and that's what Plant-Based Foods Industry Association is striving to do. So bringing a change through the taste of the consumer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
No,
guys.
thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, baby.